between the hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Georgia Bulldogs. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Anytime you step between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, you know you are on hallowed ground in college football. This is one of the best places you'll ever watch a college football game. The red and the black, the dogs, even the Uggas are buried in the stadium. This is one of the most iconic spots in all of college football. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Sooners will kick off first, and here we go. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Makes a move. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Makes him, it's a fumble. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. At the end of that play, there is a Sooner who is slow to get up. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And I think they found a matchup they like, man. This running back has been a problem out of the backfield. Like, we know he can run it, but the matchups now, who's going to cover him? Is it a linebacker? Is it a safety? Right now, this offense, they've found something with him catching the football in the backfield, and they just keep going back to it.
To the air, it's Stockton. Flips it out to the back. Looking for the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Georgia! Let me tell you, that opening script was a masterpiece. Send that baby to Hollywood, and it's a blockbuster.
I think so. And A-listers all over the field for this offense. You saw some of the playmakers they've got and the speed. Great job going out and executing on that opening drive.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To the air on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Unleashes one. Finds space on the right. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
It's a really nice throw. It's so impressive watching this Oklahoma passing attack now. You think back to Bob Stoops taking over as head coach in 1999 and bringing with him the air raid offense, a style of passing attack that still wasn't very prevalent in college football at the time, but since then they've always had good quarterback play and guys that could play up tempo, make good decisions. This dude right here, he fits in perfectly with what they're trying to do, throwing the ball in Norman, Oklahoma.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Trying to make magic with his feet. Still on his feet at the 45. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Some misdirection with the counter. And he's still running after the move. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a 1st down.
Hey, you can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Now on 2nd down. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their 1st drive of the game is working to perfection.
Headed to the end zone. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. A little too anxious to get started on the outside, and that's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass, it's Stockton. The sure hands, it's Humphreys. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Looking to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. Breaks free, and he might be gone. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
As As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll send the back in motion. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Frazier. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Calls his own number. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a 1st down. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw. It's Stockton. Got his man out of the backfield. Breaks into the open. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him, man. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Making side adjustments here. Now from inside the red zone. Complete. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Right on the money. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Racing to the right. The 30. The 20. Past the 10. Touchdown Sooners. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
Coming out with it, it's Arrington. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Throws to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And, man, he was just like, forget that, guys. I'm getting this back on one play. Like, obviously, the big decision last drive, makes the mistake that goes all the way back to the house, and it looked to me like I want it all back. We're going to get the momentum right now. Defense ready, made a stand, made a nice play.
Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Here's a heat. Got his man on the right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback may change this route. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's complete. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Looks as if he's going to run it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. In your own territory, 4th down, no problem at all. They just go for it again.
What about you, Reese? Are you going for that?
Yeah, man. The Dogs will have it 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Humphries. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Handoff, Frazier running left. Maybe a crease. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, pound, pound. The dog pound. Run the football. Be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
The Bulldogs back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to throw at Stockton. Got it in the middle. It's Wiley. Makes the catch and he's free. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, you're trailing in the game. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Zings it complete to the right. This defense rises to the occasion, and now deep in this game, will they send out the field goal unit or go for it on 4th and short? Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Looking downfield on first down. Escapes the pressure going right. At the 45 on his way. And he has vexed his defense with the scrambles. Another first down and yet another big gain.
And, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
Gets it to the back. Could not make his way to the corner. So he'll help the completion percentage, but not the yardage. Stop for no gain.
And he got it to his running back, obviously making a good decision, but nice tackle on the play. Way to get the running back on the ground and not give the extra yards after the catch.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Finds a soft spot in the middle. The Sooners call timeout, and that's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. The 40, the 30, the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
It's crazy in college football. There's just so many defining moments in games that you can pinpoint, and that's one right there. The offense has the lead. You're trying to add to that here at the end of the first half. In a 2-minute situation, quarterback being way too aggressive, and that's a mistake, David. Taking pick 6 all the way to the house, that could really end up costing him.
And you talk about flipping a game really, really quickly. Look how bad it was looking. Now the defense gets right back in this football game, being ready for the 2-minute drill, making a play, going down and scoring, and taking all the momentum into halftime.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Now on the move. It's a fumble on the play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 22 team, the Clemson Tigers. And it's the Buckeyes who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today. That gets their record to 3-0 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going. There he goes. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The Sooners come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Might be looking to run. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Wants to throw on first down. Release to the back. Got a man. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
The give on the option. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
New running back, same result. It's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
To the air, it's Mateer. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Fourth down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. He'll run for it. And he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the run.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down. Up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Here's a give to Frazier. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
So now it's 2nd and long. Frazier again. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Stockton. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anyway.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sategna. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense has taken everything away down the field. Just take the easy throwing.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. Firing to the right, complete. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Steps away to find some room. He's going to take off. Turning it on. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Wants to pass. Takes the easy completion. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wide receiver going in motion. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And This is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs, impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed, and that touchdown gives his team the lead.
He'll bring it out. It's Arrington. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Frazier again. Breaks the tackle.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feel.
They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Quarterback making adjustments. Handoff for Frazier. Hard running there. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 48.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Running inside, it's Frazier. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Makes the catch. It's Taylor. Gain of 8 is now 3rd and 2.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. A designed run for the quarterback. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
They'll give to Frazier. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the 1st down.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Fires to the big fella.
Got like that big, reliable security. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
And the Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Run in the red zone. It's Frazier. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Takes the easy one to the back. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead. The Bulldogs answer right back with a score of their own.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the left. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
And the Sooners in a good spot here with second and short. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Unloads to the right. It's complete. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score. The Sooners looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? From the red zone, looking for a receiver. It's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just... track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Let's see if they can beat the play clock this time after the delay. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, the running back has it. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Third and 10. Last chance coming up. Going for it all. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They move on top here in the 4th. The Sooners come down and score one of their own.
Man, you talk about finishing games with a purpose, with a plan, executed to perfection, taking almost all of the clock, executing brilliantly down the stretch of this football game, making plays, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all-time.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team with a considerable talent disadvantage. Like, you're the underdog for a reason. You go with, this is a top 10 team you're playing against. Like, everything says you shouldn't win, but Palmer, they came out and they absolutely took care of business.
Yeah, they showed up in the biggest moment. You got to give these players a ton of credit. They may not be as talented as their opponent, but this was a game and an opportunity that they took advantage of. They made the plays they needed to make. They put the rest of college football on alert with this win. This is one these fans will be talking about for years and years to come.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Picturesque Provo, Utah, LaBelle Edwards Stadium. We have a top 25 class between two of the best teams in the sport and both hoping to enhance their postseason resume. It's the Texas Longhorns and the BYU Cougars. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, I caught up with the Longhorns head coach before the game. One of the big keys in this game plan here today is to get their transfer running back the ball. He has been terrific all season and really paced this team, but today he has an opportunity to go over 1,000 yards. He is early and often in the script. Coach said, we want to run the rock, really make sure that he gets that mark, but more importantly, it helps our team win every Saturday when he's rolling. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. And he's going to bring this one out. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up.
Snags it, and he's open. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. That's why you want to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. It lets you beat a blitz. It lets you get a 1st down.
And that makes me think, do I want to blitz? How do I leave him open? Because they keep dumping it off to the running back and have...
Got a little grass. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
You know, God bless Texas, because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no, they got 2 great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities. I expect Texas to be able to run the football, and Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, let's be honest. And they know it's an offense that defenses are going to be worried about the deep ball, throwing it downfield. So a lot of soft boxes to run into, and there's really no excuse for why these running backs shouldn't.
Oh, he's got some space. Smashes through the tackle. At the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Martin. At the 35, he's open. Turning on the Jets. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, that's running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. All right, guys, let's chat about BYU. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range if people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? Like a lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if this squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love. Now, Jesse, how do they handle that?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the game over. The question I have now moving forward, can they do it on the biggest stages? And today, it's about as big as it gets.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
To throw, Manning. Caught behind the line. It's Brown. Breaks into the open. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the 1st down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play. And you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Throws to the wideout. Already find a hole in that secondary. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn. Lining up to add another. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
It's complete on the right side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this 1st down.
Anderson will throw. Fires to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the 1st quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Martin. Shows him the stiff arm. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. Motion from the back. He's looking to throw on third and short. Dumps it off in the flats. Plows through the defense. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
That's reeled in. It's Lions. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And they dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
Well, defense wasn't fooled on that pass play. Great job by the defender knocking it away.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Might have a chance. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars!
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll start on the ground with Brown. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Arts to throw. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. Out of the backfield, he's open. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, they're setting the tone early in this game. 4th down in their own end. They go for it on the ground, and they pick it up.
Want to set the tone. They want to establish that they think their offense is unstoppable and that they're willing to do anything to keep the football.
You're exactly right, Luis. They are sending a very clear message to this defense. We're going to run the football. We don't care what you do, but you are not going to stop us.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Manning on play action. Rushes on him. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
It'll be 3rd and long. from the gun on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And a big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
He's past the 30, and they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time they attacked the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be
snags it, and there's running room. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Cougars come to the line in the hurry-up.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
And with that run, he goes over 100 yards. We knew coming into this game tonight, they wanted to force-feed him the football. They knew to win the game, they were going to have to establish the running game and be the more physical team in the trenches. You turn around and give this guy the ball, good things generally happen, and we've seen that over the course of this game.
Finds a man in the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Anderson wants to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, BYU! A great catch and run for 6. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lockett. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. That 14-point lead is gone, and now they'll try to get back on. There he goes. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. He now has 84 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign. On first down, it's Brown again. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. It's complete to the right. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together.
Makes the grab in their space. Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. Running inside, it's Martin. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Anderson will throw. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. He might want another play. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got an open man. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Who needs a 2-minute offense? When you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
To the air on first down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
And while that last pass was complete, it's left them in an even worse situation on third down. Quickly to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Man, wow, what a catch by the big fella. And when he's not open, he's open. So nice to have a big target that can make those type of catches. I imagine he'll keep throwing him the football.
The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Trying to do it on the ground. Turning it on. Smashes ahead. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Anderson wants to throw. Swings it out to the flat. Touchdown, Cougars! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is a perfect job by the offense executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Here's Brown to begin the drive. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We begin with a look at Kansas, taking on the number 12 team, the West Virginia Mountaineers. And it's the Jayhawks coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And what it does is get this group to 9 victories. By anyone's standards, a darn good season. Now the question is, can they parlay this to postseason success? Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the Mountain West Conference.
They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Now the play fake. Going for the big play. Makes the catch down the right side. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fellow a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
Looking for space. It's Martin. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Soft spot in the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Moving out to the right. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long. And the Cougars trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Swings it out to his running back. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. The Cougars are in the hurry up. They'll try to run it in. He will not get there as the defense stops him again.
And down here near the goal line, you got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get...
Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
Well, here's an interesting decision. It's early in the game. Do you want to be aggressive and try to seize momentum and go for this? Or do you just take the field goal and take the points?
absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. And the returner goes down. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
There's an example of a dude getting beat one-on-one with his quarterback getting closer and closer to his end zone, man. That's scary.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Manning from the gun on third down. It's complete to the left. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Ooh, and that's a...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. This quarterback part of their running game. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Arch Madness. He's got him in the flat. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And I love linebackers, man. They just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Got a man in the middle. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. Big fella showing some ability, got away from one tackle. Defense lucky they had a few more there to help.
Yeah, he's not a big stiff. He's not a blocking tight end. This guy can do some work out in the open field as well, and he showed you his athleticism.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Arch is going to throw for it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Third down from the gun, Manning. It's on target and complete. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The run inside. It's Simon. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short, and teams want to make their move in the rankings. So first down will open up the final period. Here's Manning to throw. Pocket breaking down. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that. Could be an alley. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Really nice play call there on second and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a third and manageable situation.
Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And this offense now is decision time. Man, they've put a nice drive together. You want to walk away with points, but how aggressive do you want to be? Do you want to take this field goal, or do you want to try to get a touchdown?
And it's good! And now it's a one-possession game.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the second level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that play.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like, it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. Anderson will throw. Got his man on the right. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And the nice thing about late in the football game, when you have the lead, you kind of know the defense will get aggressive. You might get some man coverage. They get it to the receiver out wide. I love the run after the catch. He's got such playmaking ability. That's a big first down for this offense.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Had to start that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the first down.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against the defense that knows you're going to do it.
He'll slide, and it's a good pickup on that one. BYU right back to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Cougar! That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. And the point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Lockett. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Manning. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Hart's going to spin it again. Lets it fly. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points. The Longhorns with a huge score to answer.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Running inside. It's Martin. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. Anderson wants to throw. Showing the arm strength to the left. He's got it along the sideline. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. BYU with the 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Run in the red zone, it's Martin. Breaks into the open. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And talking to coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. Now they'll run it to the right here. There's a crease. Touchdown, Week 12 victory. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Under fire. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass. Defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go.
After getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. The play action fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him.
Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. Quarterback making checks. Anderson will throw. Lets it fly. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out.
That's just frustrating. You know, you're an offense. You're in a great position. You're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of the football. We're trying to run some clock. We're trying to get out of here with a W. Turning the football over is the worst thing you could possibly do.
Wide open. He makes the catch. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. One more play to pad the stats. And some room to work. Quick with the spin move. Last play of the game, they'll try to dress up that final score. A really productive run gets it up to the 31-yard line before he goes out of bounds. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody. worked the entire season to put yourself in position to thrive, to excel in games like this. A late season top 10 showdown, playoff implications aplenty. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Oregon Ducks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, there is some intrigue to this matchup between Michigan and Oregon. These are not teams that play often, but with this new revamped Big Ten, we are going to see this matchup more and more. What makes this really interesting is the history of Kyle Whittingham, the new Michigan head coach, against Oregon. He played them well and beat them often when he was the coach at Utah. We'll see if that adds a new little wrinkle into this matchup here today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Wolverines ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Bear. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll send the back in motion. Here's Moore to throw. Finds his man. It's Hooks. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. You've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
And the Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The offense changing the play. Throwing more. Here comes the heat. Connection to the right. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
The run inside. It's Hill. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Right back to the well. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Inside the 15, got some room there to the goal line, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Oregon! Just under 60,000 in this place, but sometimes it sounds like 600,000. An engineering marvel to hold in all this noise.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. They love their team. They support the Ducks, and they've built traditions and so many teams they should be proud of. Getting them involved early is a great sign for this football game.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
Yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team ain't just searching for a top 10. Like, I hope they're trying to be the best team in the country, and you hope the best is still to come for this squad.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Throwing, Underwood. Fires to the tight end. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that shoulder. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make it.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Tries to get it on the ground. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, and in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
Got a man. It's Marsh.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. Zings it complete to the right. Spinderella makes a grab and room to run. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
Well, not every explosive play in the passing game needs to be a 70-yard bomb down the field. If you find your running back in the progression, you just get it to him quickly. He's one of the most dangerous guys on the field with the ball in his hands, and he showed you that. Great vision, great speed, phenomenal job after the catch, and it's a big play for the offense in the passing game.
The Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. Play action with Underwood. Starts to scramble to the left. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
And how about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Running to the left. Finding some room. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Here's Underwood. Unleashes one deep. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a third down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced the big interception.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Pulls it, fired complete. At the 35, he's got room. Turns it on down the left side. Inside the touchdown, Ducks. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he makes the extra point. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with results of the play. Here's Underwood to throw. Right down the middle. Makes a connection. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective.
Caught, and he's got room. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. And the Wolverines come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Oh, maybe a double pass. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions. He just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll move the wide receiver. Again, it's Underwood. Finds his big tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Splits the uprights. Good. Now the lead is down to 11.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Dante Moore. Working that left side now. There he goes. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Throws it back. And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. Reads it, fires complete. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
I like that play call there. 3rd and short, QB goes under center. You got the back in the backfield, and everybody's thinking it's going to be a run play. Instead, you throw the football when the defense isn't expecting it to keep your offense on the field.
The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game.
Here we go. Go, go.
On the move, it's Hill. Here's a little room there.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Moore, play action. Bringing the heat. It's caught downfield. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Touchdown, Ducks! Into the end zone with a breakaway score. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They go play action. Bryce Underwood. On the move, he fires. Got his man to the left. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Underwood, under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man downfield. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. He's got it on the move. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. Now Oregon will call its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. To throw, it's Underwood. Looking to the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Man, as you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture. After such a long drive, so many first downs, you've gotten right down to the doorstep. Fourth down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Running inside, it's Hill. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage, and we'll see if they're content to run out the clock here in the first half. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. He'll find a little bit of running room there. It'll be 3rd down as the clock runs before the half. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. 3rd and short. They've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. They'll go play action with Moore. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2.
And that's one the quarterback just has to learn from. When you're backed up like that, you've got to be able to get rid of the football. And I know he's got to scramble. He's trying to break out to the right-hand side to see if something positive can happen. But all that pursuit is coming after him. He needs to throw that thing away, live to play another play, but instead gives up the big safety.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Throwing, Underwood. Complete in the middle. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. First down for the offense. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. He hurls one deep down the left side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. They finally get him stopped. Man, oh man, did he almost make a play to end this half, but stopped on a touchdown-saving tackle. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We begin with Georgia taking on the number 13 team, the Missouri Tigers. And it's Georgia able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. The result today gets them back to 500. It's something they harped on in practice all week, and they will celebrate this one for at least 24 hours.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
Lined up in the gun on third down, Underwood. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Wolverines decide to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. What a terrible, terrible shame. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency there.
Touchdown, Oregon! And the punishment has been extended. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. If you need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So here comes the Michigan offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Here's Underwood to throw. Lofts one deep down the right side. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And what a play by the defender. He's on an island all by himself in cover one man coverage. Just him and the wide out, and he ends up winning, coming up with a big INT.
Moore to the air. Got his man on the outside. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a gain, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space.
They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the option. He'll pitch it. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That's the sophomore running back they're taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. Third and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Gives it on the option. And he got it oh so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And that will extend their lead even further. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home, and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Firing to the right, complete. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where am I.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Inside the 50. Inside the 30. The tag. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ducks.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
Coming out with it, it's Stewart. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Makes the catch. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Underwood looking deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking for room. It's Marshall. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, I just love physical backs that break tackles and get those extra yards and show that toughness, Palmer.
He's so hard to get on the ground, David. He plays with great pad level and also has phenomenal balance for a running back.
Back to throw, it's Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. To the ground to try to move the chains. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He'll bring it out. It's Bear. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. He wants to change this route. There's some room. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Griffin. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Running to Green. Picks up the 1st down. Turning it on. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the 1st down and avoid settling for the field goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And this one is perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback. Get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell they're ready to rush this quarterback.
Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. Fires left. He's got it. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Jumped on top of the pile.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Throwing, Underwood. Fires to the right. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Working the middle. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. And the Wolverines have this offense rolling. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Bryce Underwood to the air again. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the 4th quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down.
14.
There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play.
Well, the defense had the perfect play call on there. Offense trying to go toss into the boundary, but the defense dialed up the corner blitz. perfect play for the perfect moment. They get the tackle for loss.
Snags it, and he's open. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting him to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
That touch pass went nowhere. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Moore. Sets up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.